Hey guys, Drew here for Z Code System. Welcome back to our YouTube channel for this week's show, where we talk about the Copa Libertadores, which is going to take place on Saturday, January 30th, which is the biggest club football competition final in South America. And it's going to be an exciting one as we see Palmeiras and Santos play, two teams from Brazil that have a long history against each other. And this year they are going to play in the final. Now, of course, you can always go to zcodesystem.com/blog to read up on everything we post there, whether it be for football, soccer, the NFL, which the Super Bowl is coming up very soon, the NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball, whatever it is, whichever sport that you like to wager on, you can always go over there and get the latest picks that we post there. And of course, use the VIP tools that Zcode System offers to get extra help and to get great picks on everything that is going on in the world of sports right now. So welcome back to the show, and we're happy to have you here. So if you like what you see, please give us a like and subscribe so you can stay tuned with us every time we post here on the YouTube channel. Now, as I said, today we are talking about the Copa Libertadores. We're taking a little bit of a break. We usually cover a lot of the Premier League going on over in England, but today we are going to take a look at the Copa Libertadores because this is a huge game. This is a big match that will take place on Saturday, January 30th. And of course, I'll give you our pick today here on the video, and we'll look at the Soccer Buddy Tool app as we usually do with games from England. But the Copa Libertadores is the equivalent in South America of what we would see in Europe with the Champions League. So if you're not familiar with this, just think of this as South America's Champions League, where the best teams on the continent, they get together for a yearly tournament. So the teams who have won their domestic leagues, as well as the teams who have finished high up in the standings, they get together for this tournament each and every year. And it is a huge honor for clubs to win this tournament and to lift the pretty fantastic looking trophy that is the Copa Libertadores. And we've seen a lot of great players in South America go on to Europe and have good careers after winning this trophy. For example, Neymar, who currently plays for PSG, he won this back in 2011 with Santos. So a big game coming up this weekend. Now, this tournament started in 1960 and has carried on ever since, with teams getting together to play this every single year. And it runs from January to January, so it is a tournament, unlike the Champions League, that runs based really on the calendar year. Now, we've seen Santos in the finals before. 2011 was the last time that they picked up the trophy. They have won this tournament 3 times in their history, and they have appeared in 4 finals, being runners-up once. With their opponents this weekend, Palmeiras. Palmeiras have only won this trophy 1 time, but they have appeared in 4 finals, and that one win came in 1999, and the last time that they've been in the tournament final was in 2000. So it's been a while since both of these two teams have been in the Copa final. So both will be hungry to get their hands on the trophy. Now, the tournament was postponed, so of course this is the 2020 final, and of course, as you know right now, it's January 2021, but because of the COVID-19 pandemic, things were postponed in the spring and in the early summer. So things were just kicked back off recently with the semifinals and the quarterfinals to reach this point. Now, let's take a look at the Soccer Buddy app and take a little bit more in-depth look at what we think the picks are and the score is going to be for this game when they kick off on Saturday. Okay, so of course, if you are familiar with our videos here on the YouTube channel, the Zcode System channel, you will know how the Soccer Buddy tool works. If you don't, well, here's a little look. So you can go to the zcodesystem.com/soccerbuddy. This is one of the great tools that we have there, and this is what it basically looks like. And what we're going to do is we're just going to filter these to the 30th of January, which is tomorrow. As I come to you, our blog went up yesterday, and our video is coming to you today. And then I'm just going to go to all leagues. Okay, so here is this. It's going to be under South America Copa Libertadores. So we just want to click on that for tomorrow's game. We're also going to click on hot trends, see if there's any hot trends going on, and that's exactly, we do have a hot trend. So we are 5-6 predicting totals over 1.5 in games with Palmeiras in their last 6 games. So if you're thinking about going for an over-under of 1.5, then it looks like we are 5-6 or 5 out of 6 predicting this total over the last 6 games for Palmeiras. Now, Palmeiras going to this game not playing too well right now. They are winless in their last 3 games in the Brazilian league. They've drawn 1 and lost 2 during that time. If we look at Santos have lost 3 straight games in the Brazilian Serie A, and they are going into this game on the back of that 3-game losing streak. So neither team is in form in terms of their league or their domestic league. But the thing is, both clubs, they're out of the running for the title there in the Brazilian Serie A. So what they have done is they've put all their eggs into one basket to go into this and to try to win the tournament, the Copa Libertadores Final. Now, this season, in the semifinals, what we saw was both of these teams getting through in very different fashions and very different styles. We saw Santos have a much easier time, for the most part, than what we saw for Palmeiras. Now, in the quarterfinals, Santos, they blasted Grêmio of Brazil 5-2 over the course of 2 legs. That first game, ended 1-1 before Santos won 4-1 in the second leg. Now, going on to the semifinals, Santos then defeated Boca Juniors, and they blasted them in that semifinal, winning that 3-0 on aggregate. Again, the first leg finishing in a draw 0-0 before Santos went on to win 3-0 in the second leg. Palmeiras, they had a little bit of a different route to the final, and they defeated Libertad of Paraguay in the quarterfinals. Again, a draw in the first leg, 1-1, before winning 3-0 in the second leg, and that was the quarterfinal. And then they defeated a very difficult River Plate from Argentina in the semifinals, 3-2. And Palmeiras did take a 3-0 win in that first leg and nearly lost the second leg 2-0, or they did lose the second leg, 2-0, and nearly lost the tie, but were able to hang on 3-2. Now, these two teams have played 3 times this season already because they are Brazilian-based and they play in the Brazilian Serie A. So they've already played 3 times. Brazil's season is a bit wonky. They do a league season with all the top flight teams, but then they do a regional tournament. If you're not familiar with Brazilian soccer, they do a regional tournament in which teams from each state play each other in a cup tournament. And so these teams played in both the state tournament, and they also played in the Brazilian Serie A 3 times this year in total. And Santos was unable to beat Palmeiras in any of those 3 games. Palmeiras picking up 2 draws and a win in those games. So this is a game with 2 very evenly matched teams that are going to be going at it. In the standings in Serie A, we've seen Palmeiras finish or are currently a little bit higher than Santos. Santos' defense is a very big question mark. They've given up 45 goals this season to teams, and while Palmeiras has only given up 31, and that's in the Brazilian Serie A. So that's something to look out for. And I think Santos' defense is going to give up some goals in this game, despite this game being quite evenly matched. Now, Palmeiras are unbeaten in 11 of their last games against Santos. So going into this game, they have a great record against Santos, and I really like that scoreline of 2-1 to Palmeiras in this game, and them to lift the Copa Libertadores trophy. That's a very difficult word if you're not a Spanish speaker. Palmeiras are, in my opinion, the better team in this one. Santos are pretty hot in the tournament, not hot on the domestic front, and in mid-table in Brazil in the Serie A. And I think Palmeiras are going to come out and win this game. Both these teams, like I said, have put all their eggs into this basket to win this tournament right now. And I really think Palmeiras are going to lift the trophy and to go on and be the final winners. I'll be watching this game tomorrow night. It's going to be on the BBC here on their internet app. So I'll be watching that and looking forward to this. Maybe put a little bit of a wager on this game, and I'll be back in Palmeiras if I do. So guys, I hope you got some more information on the upcoming Copa Libertadores Final and the game going on tomorrow night, January the 30th, that's Saturday night, down in Rio de Janeiro at the Maracana. So guys, I hope you liked this video. You can always check out Z-Code's system. Our details are in the description below. And if you like what you saw, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you can stay up to date on everything we do at Z-Code System every single week. no matter what sport you cover. And of course, go over to the blog, zcodesystem.com/blog, to check out everything that we post there. Because we don't just post stuff about sports and the picks, we post some other things there to get interested in, as well as investing money, as well as investing in cryptocurrency, different things that are posted there. You're going to get great information on the way that you want to grow your bankroll. So guys, we'll see you next time here on the Z Code System channel, and hope you have a great weekend of betting on sports.